Title: Know Your Worth, the Power of Walking Away. Imagine this: walking into any room with your head held high, shoulders back, and radiating confidence. Not because anyone validated you, but because you have already recognized your worth. You are not just someone's choice. You are the prize. And when you know that, everything changes. No more chasing love, no more settling for less. It's time to reclaim your power. Ladies, let me share something important with you. You are the prize. You are not an option, nor a backup plan, and certainly not someone's second choice. The moment you realize your worth, you'll stop chasing people who don't see it. A queen doesn't beg to be loved. She understands that she is worthy of respect, admiration, and unconditional love. Imagine walking into a room with your head held high, your shoulders back, exuding confidence. Not because someone else validated you, but because you already know your own value. When you recognize your worth, you stop searching for approval from others. Instead, you give yourself permission to shine, to stand tall, and to demand the love and respect you deserve. The truth is, people will treat you the way you allow them to. If you don't recognize your value, how can you expect anyone else to? You are not just another person in someone's life. You are a force, a presence, a once-in-a-lifetime kind of woman who brings warmth, love, ambition, and resilience. But the problem starts when you forget that. When you settle for less than what you deserve, you give away your power. You begin to believe that love must come at a cost, that it's okay to lose pieces of yourself for someone else. Relationships are meant to elevate you, not diminish you. It's time to stop sacrificing your happiness and start demanding what you're worth. Loving someone should never come at the cost of losing yourself. When you constantly seek validation from someone who doesn't see your worth, you place your happiness in their hands. This is a dangerous game to play because people change, emotions fade, and circumstances shift. The one thing that should remain constant is your belief in yourself. You are not someone's backup plan, nor are you an option. You are the prize, and anyone who fails to recognize that does not deserve a place in your life. The power lies within you, and the moment you realize that, everything shifts. When you stop chasing after love and start letting it come to you naturally, that's when you know you're moving in the right direction. The truth is, a woman who knows her worth is a woman no one can afford to lose. And when you realize your value, you no longer settle for scraps or bare minimum efforts. You demand more because you know you deserve more. You stop explaining yourself to those who don't see your value. You stop waiting for apologies that may never come. The moment you stop accepting less than what you deserve is the moment your energy begins to shift. You stop giving attention to those who don't value you and start focusing on the things that truly matter: your growth, your self-worth, and your happiness. Men can sense this energy. They can feel the difference between a woman who doubts herself and a woman who owns her presence. It's not about arrogance. It's about owning who you are and embracing your power. When you do this, you become a woman they regret losing, not because of bitterness or revenge, but because they finally realize what they had and failed to appreciate. The woman who walks away with grace does so not to punish anyone, but because she refuses to accept anything less than she deserves. When you choose yourself, that's when they feel the pain of losing you. Not because you're trying to make them feel bad, but because you are now someone who can never be replaced. You stop begging for affection and start walking away with your dignity intact. And that, my dear, is the ultimate form of strength. So, don't waste your time questioning your worth just because someone else failed to recognize it. You are more than enough. You are powerful, intelligent, beautiful, and irreplaceable. And if someone can't see that, it's their loss, not yours. The day you truly embrace your worth is the day you stop feeling heartbroken over someone who didn't appreciate you. Instead, you feel empowered, liberated, and unstoppable. A woman who knows her worth is a woman no one can afford to lose. Walking away is not a sign of weakness. It is the ultimate display of strength, grace, and self-respect. There is a certain power in silence, In choosing yourself over someone who failed to appreciate you, it's not about making them regret losing you. It's about preserving your dignity. The hardest part is resisting the urge to explain yourself. You may want to make them understand how much they hurt you. But here's the truth. If they didn't see your worth while they had you, they won't see it now. People understand your value not through words, but through experience. They'll only realize what they've lost when you're truly gone. So, don't waste your energy trying to make them realize your worth. Let them figure it out on their own. Walking away with grace also means not looking back. It means resisting the temptation to check if they miss you, if they regret it, or if they're suffering without you. That's no longer your concern. Your concern is you, your healing, your growth, your happiness. Every time you look back, you give them power over your emotions. But when you walk away with grace, you reclaim that power. You put yourself first, not out of selfishness, but out of self-respect. One day, they will realize what they lost. Maybe it will be when they see you thriving, smiling, glowing in a way they never expected. Maybe it will be when they meet someone new and realize that no one will ever love them the way you did. But by then, it won't matter, because by then you will have moved on. You will have built a life so full, so beautiful, that their regret will mean nothing to you. So, walk away with grace, not to make them miss you, but to remind yourself of who you are, a woman of value, a woman who refuses to be taken for granted, a woman who knows that leaving with dignity is far more powerful than staying where she is not respected. When someone hurts you, betrays your trust, or takes you for granted, the first instinct is often to seek revenge. You want them to feel the pain they caused you. But here's the truth. Revenge is a distraction, and it keeps you tied to the very thing you should be walking away from. Instead of focusing on proving a point to someone who failed to see your worth, focus on proving something to yourself. Build yourself, not your revenge. Nothing stings more than watching the person who underestimated you turn into the best version of themselves. Not because you're trying to make them jealous, but because you finally realize that your life, your growth, and your happiness are not dependent on them. The best response to someone who wronged you is not anger, bitterness, or desperation. It is transformation. It is becoming so focused on your own goals, dreams, and success that their absence becomes insignificant. Your energy is precious. Every moment you spend thinking about them, how to make them miss you, how to make them regret losing you, is a moment stolen from your own progress. Imagine if you redirected all that energy toward yourself. Imagine the things you could accomplish if you stopped checking their social media, stopped replaying the past, stopped waiting for them to realize what they lost. Imagine if, instead, you invested in your growth, your confidence, your dreams. That is the kind of power that turns pain into purpose. Success is the best closure, not because it makes them feel bad, but because it makes you feel good. It puts you back in control. It reminds you that you were never defined by their love or their absence. You were always whole, always capable, always destined for greatness, with or without them. So, instead of plotting how to make them miss you, start plotting your comeback. Work on yourself for yourself. Set goals that excite you. Travel, learn new skills. Take care of your mind, body, and spirit. Become someone you admire, not someone consumed by the past. One day, they might look back and realize what they lost. They might see you thriving, glowing, and happy without them. They might come back hoping to reclaim what they took for granted. But by then, you will have outgrown them. By then, you will have built a life so beautiful, so full, that their absence feels like nothing more than a faded memory. So choose yourself. Love yourself more than you ever could, because at the end of the day, the greatest love story you will ever experience is the one you have with yourself. And when you master that, you become truly unstoppable. Let them feel the loss. Let them feel the pain. But don't do it for revenge. Do it because you've finally chosen you. You are worthy, you are enough, and you are deserving of all the greatness that is yet to come. The pain of being taken for granted will fade, but your self-love will only grow stronger. People will begin to notice the shift in you. You won't be the same person who was once waiting for validation from someone who didn't recognize your worth. You'll be someone who is radiant, who stands tall, and who walks with confidence. The energy you now radiate will be infectious, and people will start to treat you accordingly. The key is not to chase after them, but to let them feel the absence of your presence. They may regret losing you, but by then, it won't matter. It will be too late, because by then, you'll have already moved on to better things. You'll have become the best version of yourself, the woman you were always meant to be. In life, we often get so caught up in proving our worth to others that we forget we should be proving it to ourselves first. Your worth does not depend on anyone's opinion or validation. It is inherent. When you recognize your own value, you stop letting anyone determine your happiness. You stop making decisions based on others' perceptions and start making them based on what feels right for you. So instead of clinging to the past, start focusing on what lies ahead. Focus on your personal growth, your passions, and your future. Those who didn't see your value will eventually realize it, but by then, you will have outgrown them. You will have moved on, and your life would be richer, fuller, and more meaningful. The process of reclaiming your worth is liberating. It may take time, and you may face moments of doubt, but every step forward is a victory. Trust in yourself and trust in the path you are creating. You are not defined by your past, and you are not defined by the people who failed to see your value. Your journey is just beginning. The future holds endless possibilities, and you are the one in control. When you realize that your worth is non-negotiable, you become unstoppable. You stop settling, and you stop apologizing for your standards. You demand what you deserve, and you do not compromise. As you begin this journey of self-realization, you will start to notice the changes in how others treat you. When you no longer seek validation from anyone, you become more attractive, not because of your appearance, but because of the energy you exude. Confidence is magnetic, and the world responds to those who own their worth unapologetically. This isn't about being perfect or having it all together. It's about being comfortable in your own skin. It's about embracing your flaws and celebrating your strengths. You are enough just as you are. And when you start living by this truth, everything else falls into place. By choosing yourself, you attract what you truly deserve: genuine love, respect, and admiration. No longer will you settle for anyone who treats you as anything less than a priority. You will no longer tolerate being someone's second choice. You will stand firm in your worth and make it clear that anyone who enters your life must meet your standards or step aside. One of the most powerful realizations you'll have is that walking away from someone doesn't make you weak. It makes you strong. It's an act of self-preservation and self-respect. When you walk away, you are not giving up on love. You are giving up on toxic love. The kind of love that drains you, depletes your energy, and leaves you questioning your worth. When you leave behind someone who doesn't appreciate you, you are choosing to make space for something better. The right person will see you for the amazing woman you are. And when you walk away with grace, you send a message without saying a word. You are not here to play games. You are here to be loved for who you truly are. It takes courage to let go of something that no longer serves you. But the strength it gives you will take you to places you never imagined. Your self-worth will become your foundation. And with that as your base, nothing can shake you. The next step in your journey is to stop waiting for closure from others. Closure doesn't come from someone else's actions or words. It comes from within you. It's a decision to move forward, to stop holding on to the past, and to start focusing on what's next. By letting go of the need for external closure, you empower yourself. You take control of your life, your emotions, and your future. You stop looking to someone who didn't value you to give you the answers. You realize that the only person who needs to validate your worth is you. And when you make peace with that, you step into your power fully. You stop chasing after validation and start creating a life that reflects your inner strength. When you focus on your own healing, growth, and happiness, you stop depending on anyone else to complete you. You realize that you are already whole. You are not waiting for someone to make you feel special or loved. You are already special and loved, especially by yourself. This shift in mindset is liberating. It frees you from the chains of seeking approval and validation from others. It gives you the space to truly flourish, to focus on what matters to you, and to pour love into your dreams and goals. As you grow, you'll find that the pain of past heartbreak fades into the background. The energy you once spent trying to fix things outside of yourself is now channeled into building something beautiful within. And as you do this, you begin to realize that you were always capable of achieving greatness, with or without anyone's approval. Healing isn't about forgetting the past, it's about learning from it. It's about using your pain as fuel to propel you toward the future you deserve. The strength you gain from healing doesn't make you bitter, it makes you better. You stop measuring your worth based on how others treated you and start measuring it based on how you treat yourself. You stop waiting for someone else to give you the validation you seek and start giving it to yourself. This is the turning point. This is when you start to understand that your life, your happiness, and your success are not determined by anyone's opinion of you. They are determined by how you choose to show up for yourself every single day. As you continue on this path of self-discovery, you'll realize something profound. You are in control of your own narrative. No one else gets to define who you are or what you're worth. When you stop giving others the power to influence how you see yourself, you become truly unstoppable. It doesn't matter what anyone else thinks or says. What matters is how you view yourself. When you believe in your own worth, nothing can shake your confidence. You stop seeking approval from others and you start creating your own path. This mindset is revolutionary. It's the key to unlocking your full potential. The moment you stop letting others dictate your self-worth, you start attracting opportunities and people who truly value you for who you are. With this newfound clarity, you begin to realize the value of surrounding yourself with people who genuinely uplift and support you. Gone are the days of tolerating toxic relationships that drain your energy. You now recognize that your time and energy are too valuable to waste on anyone who doesn't add value to your life. Surrounding yourself with positivity and love not only empowers you, but it also opens the door for more fulfilling relationships. The right people will come into your life, and they will treat you with the respect and appreciation you deserve. And when they do, you'll be ready to accept them, not because you need them, but because you want them in your life. And when the right person does enter your life, you'll notice something incredible. You won't need to chase them. You won't need to seek their approval. Instead, you'll build a relationship based on mutual respect, trust, and admiration. You'll be a partner, not someone's second choice. This is the power of knowing your worth. It transforms the way you approach every aspect of your life, from relationships to personal goals. You stop settling for less, and you start expecting more, because you understand that you deserve it. When you've learned to embrace your own worth, you stop letting fear hold you back. You stop doubting your abilities and start trusting yourself. You realize that every step you take towards self-love is a step toward a life filled with abundance and fulfillment. You stop living for others and start living for yourself. You make decisions that align with your goals, your dreams, and your desires. This shift in mindset is the key to unlocking a future full of possibilities. And as you embrace it, you begin to see your life transform in ways you never imagined. As you continue to grow and evolve, the people who once underestimated you will start to notice. They will see the strength, the confidence, and the beauty that radiates from within you. But by then, it won't matter. You'll be so far ahead on your journey that their regret won't affect you. You'll be too focused on your own success and happiness to worry about someone who didn't appreciate you when they had the chance. That's the beauty of self-love. It gives you the power to move forward without looking back. The journey of self-love is not linear. There will be ups and downs, and there will be moments when you feel uncertain. But what matters is that you keep going. You keep choosing yourself, no matter how hard it gets. And with each choice, you grow stronger. You become more resilient. You begin to radiate a quiet power that others can't help but notice. They'll see the transformation, and they'll know that you are no longer the woman they once took for granted. Now, as you continue to walk in your power, remember this: you don't need anyone to validate you. You don't need their